What is up? Zach in here, and in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly, I promise you, how to make over $25,000 every single month in wholesaling real estate. I'm going to give you the ultimate guide. I appreciate all of the patience for everyone here, and I know there was a lot of waiting on this one, but I promise you guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to literally give you a $10,000 course right now. I promise you. I'm going to give you the absolute truth. I'm literally, Rick couldn't be here today. So when I heard Rick couldn't be here today, he's going to be on tomorrow. Guess what is going to happen? I decided, you know what? If Rick can't be on here today, I'm going to give something that nobody else in wholesaling is. I'm going to crank the notch on the heat of the amount of content I'm giving, the value I'm giving. I'm cranking up the heat on it today. And I'm giving exactly how to make $25,000 a month. I know it's not an action plan guide. It's not your guru or shmurus, whatever. It is a legit wholesaling real estate guide, $25,000 action plan. And yes, guess what? At the end of this too, and this is like how every webinar starts, but at the end of this, I'm actually going to review and I'm actually going to give you free one-on-one on the $25,000 action plan. I'm excited for this one, guys. I'm really excited. I hope you brought down your notebooks. I hope you're ready to go. If you're legit ready to make $25,000 every single month, you're ready to go. I'm excited. I'm jacked up. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. I was watching Talladega Nights the other day. But guys, I'm excited. We're going to break it down. I'm showing you the exact things you have to do. Most people, they ask this question, and this is really important. They ask the question like, Zach, what do I have to do? Or like, what should I do to make 25 grand? What list, what lead? The biggest issue I see is people, they ask that question, which is good. But the other question they never ask them, which is always an issue, is they never ask, what KPIs do I need to be going after? How many leads do I have to get in? How many lists do I have to pull? How many cash buyers do I need? Like, it's the stuff that no one talks about. And that's the stuff you have to learn and kind of reverse engineer it to get some success. Let's break it. Guys, this is not complicated. I'm not making this complicated. This is really simple. It takes consistency and action, but there's a lot more to it. So let's get into it. Let's break it. So I'm going to break down right now how to make $25K a month in wholesaling real estate. We're going to break down my master plan, my guide. Guys, I got the blueprint down, guys, today, and we're going to break it all down. So I'm excited. We're going to show you how to dominate the wholesaling real estate game with this one. I'm excited, guys. See in the bottom right-hand corner, a lot of the stuff I teach is at freewholesaling.com. That's my last plug on this, and let's get into it. So let's break down some very simple concepts starting out, and we'll get a little more advanced while we go through it. I'm telling you, even if you're a beginner, this is really important. Even a beginner, like if you haven't done a real estate deal yet, this is still stuff you should be doing. Okay, because it might not show you to make $25K a month if you're a beginner. Maybe you just want to do your first deal. Maybe I'll show you how to make $3K a month. Just starting out, like this is for every single person in wholesaling real estate. But let's talk about it. So $25,000 a month is honestly, like if you get the right list, that is a deal a month, 2 deal a month. Maybe it's 4 or 5 if you have really small margins. But like really, if you do the stuff I teach, it's like 1 to 2 deals a month. Like it's really not that complicated. Okay. It all comes down to doing $24,000 per month. $25,000 a month. It all comes down to 4 simple, actionable things. I want you guys to write this down. I want everyone to write this down if you have a notepad right now. I'm going to go very slow on this so you can write it down. There was 3 plans you have to do. Number 1, you have to create a marketing plan. We're talking about a master plan for wholesaling real estate domination, okay? A master plan for domination wholesaling. You pay me as much money as you want. I'm going to give you this, okay? All right, hold on. I don't think people got what I just said there. If you paid me $10,000, you just paid me that right now. This is the information you're getting. If you paid 10 grand, do you think you would put your notes out right now and start writing down what to do? I think you would. So act like you just gave me $10,000, because if 100 people gave me $10,000 right now, okay, probably $1 million for this. I promise you, if I made a little link right now, I have 100 people give me 10 grand right now without even thinking about it. I don't do that. I literally get $1 million right now by just doing that. I don't. Those people take action and take notes. And there's people, I get DMs all the time, Zach, I need to give you money to learn that. Guys, no. Okay. If you act like you just pay me 10 grand, write this stuff down. I'm telling you, it's going to help. So this is what I demand from you watching this. If you're watching this, you want the best advice. This is it. I'm demanding this. I want you to create a marketing plan. I'm going to show you exactly how to create that marketing plan, the questions you have to ask yourself. Number 1, create a marketing plan, okay? Number 2, create an acquisitions plan. Like, how do I create that, guys? I'm going to show you how to create the action plan, okay? I'm going to show you in these slides how to create that action plan, that acquisitions plan, that marketing plan. I'm going to show you, okay? Don't act like you're out in the blue here, okay? Because you pay me 10 grand. I have to show you it, right? You gave me 10 grand. I have to give you something, right? Now, that's the way I'm looking at this, okay? An acquisitions plan you need. I promise you, you probably don't have an acquisitions plan in place right now, and you need to have it, okay? Most people aren't doing this. You need to have it. Number 3, a dispositions plan. Most people do not have a dispositions plan. A lot of people have marketing plans. A lot of people have dispositions plan. Neo Jason, I am live. Dispositions plan, right? I'm telling you guys right now, these are the 3 plans. Now, there's a 4th secret ingredient to success here that we're going to break down, but just starting out, wholesaling real estate comes down to 3 things. You got to master all 3 things for wholesaling real estate success. And I'm going to say this again, and you have to master all 3 of these, okay? Marketing, acquisitions, and dispositions. How are you going to master it? You have to create a plan. If you do not create a plan, guys, think of the greatest men and women in history. Think of them right now. The greatest mentors you've ever had in your life, the people you look up to. I don't care what period in history. So many great men and women, right? Leaders, people that invented things, right? Like, think of them for a second. If you want to do what they've done, the great people of this, of the world, right? Think of the history and everything like that. Like, they all had a plan, okay? You even think of like D-Day, for example, right? When they went and took back I can't say the keywords on here, but like, you know, like there's some of the bravest men in the history of the world that on D-Day, right? They had a plan, okay? They accomplished something great. They had a plan. You think of the greatest people, you think of Gandhi, right? Like, he had a plan, okay? The greatest people, they all had a plan, okay? I'm not getting religious. Like, all your religious heroes and people you looked up, not calling like heroes, but like people you look up to, they had a plan. Guys, pretty much everyone you looked up to, the greatest people you could ever think about in the history, the greatest men and women, they all had a plan. So you think you can just walk into wholesaling without a plan? No, if you want to be great, like the people you look up to, you deserve it. You have to create a plan. And one thing about a plan, I will bring this up, and I'll say this for a lot of people, right? You might create a plan, and then something else happens, and you got to adapt to that plan. I think that's something else you have to understand. But think of your greatest mentor, the greatest person you've ever looked up to in history, right? They all had a plan, okay? Even the people that stood up when something wasn't right, they had a plan and executed with it. So guys, create a plan. It's just so essential to your success. And we're going to break this all down. So there's the 4 things. So we have a marketing plan, acquisitions plan, and a dispositions plan, okay? What's the last key ingredient? Execution, aka action. The key success here is creating a plan and then executing the plan. Let me repeat, creating the plan and then executing the plan. Does this make sense to you guys? If you want to be successful in wholesaling real estate, we're making $25K a month. I'm speaking to you right now, to yourself. All right? $25,000 a month. Okay? 25 grand a month. You are going to have to create a plan and execute that. I don't know one wholesaler that's making $25K a month that did not have a plan. Do you think you're going to be the first person ever not? Like, you think, I'll give one example really quick. Talk about LeBron James. I love LeBron, right? I'm a Heat fanatic. You know that, guys. One of the greatest basketball players of all time, arguably the best one. MJ still the best. But look at Michael Jordan and LeBron, right? Do you think they became great by not training and getting better and having plans? No, they all had plans, goals, dreams, all this stuff. And they all took the action, okay? You do not become great without taking action, okay? There's not one person wholesaling real estate that is making 25, 30K a month and not have the plan or the action, right? It all requires the work. Everyone knows that. But you got to create the plan. And a lot of people don't create a plan because it's confusing. What do I put in the plan? Like, I get it. It's actually very confusing making these plans. I completely understand. Okay? But making a plan, executing it is going to give you that success. So let's break this all down, okay? Let's break down the marketing plan, okay? So what is the marketing plan? How do I create a marketing plan? What am I going to do, right? Let's break this all down. Number 1, you have to ask yourself these questions on your marketing plan. How many leads am I going to pull every single month? You have to ask yourself that question for your marketing plan. In your marketing plan, you have to determine how many leads you're going to pull every single month. It is essential for success. Okay. You're going to have to figure out how many leads you're going to pull every single month. Okay. How many lead lists? Are you going to pull 10,000 vacant high equity leads on listaria.com or zachdata.com? Or are you going to pull 100 drawing for dollars leads a week? Like on a monthly basis, you have to figure out how many leads you're going to pull. Okay. Next, how many leads are you going to contact every month? Pulling 500 drawing for dollars leads and then calling 500 is a different story. Those are completely different things, right? You can pull a list. When it comes to actually marketing and having conversations and reaching out to that list, it's a completely different demographic there. It's a completely different transition. So you got to understand with your marketing plan, how many leads am I going to pull? And then how many of those pulled leads am I actually going to contact? Direct mail, cold calling, bandit signs, all this stuff. Reverse drawing for because I have it all, right? We have to figure this out. This is very important for your success in wholesaling real estate. Let me talk it from the top. Take it from the top. How many lead lists are you going to pull every month? And then how many leads are you going to contact every single month? Very important for a marketing plan for success, right? And then lastly, how many yeses are you going to put in your CRM every single month? Not how many I want to, how many am I going to put in my CRM every single month? You have to ask yourself that question for your marketing plan. And that the yeses you have in your CRM have to be a good amount to create $25,000 a month, 1, 2, or 3 deals a month, right? Makes perfect sense, right? The last part, you have to understand, you have to create this goal. You have to create a marketing plan. You have to make a plan to have a certain amount of I'm going to show you exactly how many yeses you have to put in your CRM. Okay. I'm going to share it in the end, right? But you have to ask yourself, like, how many leads am I going to pull? How many lists, right? How many lead lists? How many leads am I going to go and contact? And then lastly, but not least, how many yeses am I going to put in my CRM? And I'm going to ask you, like, what is a CRM, guys? If you don't know what a CRM is, in the bottom right-hand corner, I'm telling you right now, very important. Just go to freewholesaling.com. Okay. It's very, very important. Okay. So you're going to have to go contact leads. Okay. Go after them. So if you're asking what a CRM is, I recommend go to freewholesaling.com. It's all in there. Go to freewholesaling.com. Okay. I'm just telling you guys. Okay. But yes, how many yeses are you going to get in that CRM? Because once you get a yes, the CRM is a customer relationship manager, basically a list of all the leads we have. It's all at freewholesaling.com. But you have to understand how many yeses, because marketing in wholesaling real estate is all about just getting somebody who's yes, I'm interested in selling my house. That's pretty much it. Acquisitions converts the yes into a contract. Dispositions converts a contract, okay? A contract into a sold assignment deal. Pretty much it, guys. Okay. So just understand that is what a CRM is. All right. And that is our marketing plan. Let's talk about our acquisitions plan. Okay. Let's talk about it, right? Number one, how many yeses am I going to convert into a contract? It's a very important question, right? How many yeses am I going to convert into a real estate contract, right? How am I going to get a purchase and sale contract? And we have all the contracts for wholesaling.com. But for you to become successful in wholesaling real estate, you're gonna have to ask yourself, right? How many yeses am I going to convert into a contract? It's going to be very, very important for your success. How many yeses are you going to get? So it's very important that you do that. It's very important, But yeah, you got to ask yourself that question, right? How many yeses am I going to get? Very, very important. I would say there's a certain amount of yeses that will convert actually to a real estate wholesaling deal. Very important, guys. If you do not have the right amount of yeses, you're not going to do well. So you have to take actionable steps of going right here, of going from how many yeses that I have in the CRM to how many yeses are actually looking to be a deal, right? This is what you have to ask yourself, and that's going to lead you to success. How many yeses are going to convert? Conversion from a yes to a contract is all what acquisitions is about. And I'm sorry if this is confusing, but you have to convert it, right? That is basically our acquisitions plan, okay? It's really not that complicated. We just have to make sure how many yeses am I going to convert. That's a KPI. That's a key performance indicator. It's very, very important for our success. Next here is our dispositions plan. Okay, guys, this is our plan for selling deals, right? So the next one here is how many contracts are going to be sold for top dollar? How many of these contracts am I going to sell for top dollar? Not for regular dollar, top dollar. This is the difference between a guy making 10K a month to 25K a month. They're pretty much doing the same amount of deals. And I don't want to get a whole rant about how to go from 10K to 25K a month. It's really simple. It's really simple. I'll explain it like for a 2-minute thing really quick. But you go from 10K a month to 25K a month, you do the same amount of deals. So this is a really simple thing. So if I'm making 10K per deal to 25K per deal, I'd say let's go from 15K to 30K, okay, a month, right? It's the numbers are a little easier to explain, right? Most people think I have to double my results. I have to contact 2 times more sellers and do 2 times more. No. All you have to do is get $7,500 discount on the contract and then sell the deal for $7,500 more. You're not doubling your effort. You're like what? You're 50% more effort and you can double your thing. It's insane. But like, if I do just a little more work, I can double my results. And that is the key to success. It's super important, guys. So many people get stressed out over this. Like, what do I do? Right? What do I do? Right? The truth is, it's how many contracts you're going to sell for top dollar. That's a really easy key performance indicator, right? Very important here for dispositions, a little longer than acquisitions, but it's true. You know, how many qualified cash buyers am I going to put in my CRM and contacts every single week? How many qualified cash buyers am I going to put in the CRM and contacts every single week? You have to ask yourself, how many times per week am I going to have a qualified cash buyer in my CRM? Very important. If you are not tracking this, it's going to be very hard to make 25K a month. Very hard. Because your cash buyer game is not on point. Your cash buyer's game has to be on point. We're talking about 25 grand a month. Like, that's over 300K a year. Like, this is big boy money, okay? This is big player money, okay? Like, you're getting the elites of wholesaling real estate, right? Like, this is big stuff, okay? This is really big stuff, okay? And you have to be asking yourself these questions on your marketing plan. Your dispositions plan, right? Last but not least, no one ever asked this question. How many cash buyer follow-up calls am I going to make this month? Nobody asked this question. Nobody talks about this on videos. Nobody explains this. It is completely true, though. You have to track how many cash buyer follow-up calls I'm going to make this month. You guys have terrible relationships with your cash buyers. It is essential that you do this for success. To follow up with your cash buyers, you have to keep following up. It's going to be so important to your success. Following up, creating those relationships, it's going to be essential to becoming successful in wholesaling real estate when it comes to your cash buyers and the entire real estate wholesaling process. That is going to be your plan for dispositions. Now, next, we're going to start creating our plan. Okay, let's kind of break this down. You know, we have our plan there, right? We know what we got to put on. So the next part here is creating the plan. This is a plan, guys. This is not a maybe. This is not a wish list. This is like a real plan. Guys, this is not I would be nice to have 4 deals a month. Guys, this is what I'm going to do to get 4 deals a month. This is a plan. Okay, this is not a wish list. We are creating a master plan for the actionable steps we have to take every single week, month, and year. That's it. Okay. Like, it's really, once we break things down to what I have to do, so you have to put all this into writing and then manifest it. There's some like juju science people out here that talk about manifesting. Manifesting is true, but you got to put in the work too, right? Like, manifesting in your mind is very important. I do that all the time too, but like, a lot of it's taking action. But writing it down, what you have to do, you know what to do, right? Like, it's just, if you want to become a marathon runner, you know exactly how much you got to run, right? It's not a question of when, if, or what, right? You have to make a plan and go after it. I'd like to run 15 miles a day. You got to do it, right? You're going to have to put in this plan of what you're going to do, write it down, manifest it, and go after it. Whew. I'm telling you right now, when someone comes up to me on these one-on-ones and they say, I'm not doing well because of this, or this, I know exactly. If I ask yourself what your plan is, what list you're pulling, what your script is, and how much marketing you're doing, I can tell exactly how successful you are. It's really consistent results equal consistent action. I get asked all the time, like, how do I get consistent deals like you? Is an easy equation. Consistent results, consistent money, moolah, right? Consistent results is attributed to consistent action. I have to do consistent action equals results. So I have to consistently take action to consistently get results. What if you want to get non-consistent action, inconsistency? Inconsistent action will give you inconsistent results. This is the honest truth. This is the stuff your guru's not going to tell you. Everyone wants to pat you on the back and make you feel good. You gave me 10,000 and don't need to give me a refund within 30 days from a credit card. Oops. Um, but like everyone's super nice to you your first 30 days because they don't need to refund it, right? They're like, guys, I'm just telling you that I'm slapping you across the face, okay? I don't really care anymore. This is the honest truth of success. You have to create this plan. So let's break down what we got to put in the plan for success and all this stuff. Execution. Let me say this one more time. Execution. We're going to have to take action on this plan. Taking action is going to be essential for our success. What did I say in the beginning? Consistent action equals consistent results. If I want to consistently do real estate wholesaling deals, consistently make money, I'm going to consistently put in the work. And if you want to consistently put in the work, you will consistently make the money. Guys, it drives me crazy, but you have to put in the work and be smart with it, right? You can't be dumb with the work. You have to be very smart with the work. It'll give you a lot more success. Taking action and doing the plan. So let's, like, for example, what is a marketing plan? Like, what's a marketing plan, right? Hey, you know what? This month, I'm going to do 400 probate mailers. I'm going to do 500 reverse drawing for a large lead. I'm going to do 1,000 SMS text blasts, right? Like, really, you have to figure it out. I'm not going to tell you what you have to do because every market is different. I can do a one-on-one and kind of tell you what to do. Most people going after government lists, going after code violations, going after prop stream lists, right? Like all this stuff. I'm going to break down kind of some more stuff about that just so you get some suggestions. But it's up to you to create that plan yourself. I'm not going to create the plan for you. You have to do it for yourself because you have to put pen to paper and make that promise to yourself you're going to do it and take the results, okay? It's good. It's essential for your success, okay? And if everyone's missing any slides or coming in late, guys, watch the replay, okay? I probably have to edit out the beginning of it, but it'll be fine at the end of this. But like, guys, consistent results equal consistent action. Executionable, actionable steps. I put 3 examples here of what examples are like 1,000 SMS text blasts this week of the vacant list, right? Like that is something you write down on a marketing list to get your results. You have to create that action plan, okay? What are some good lists to pull, right? We have the marketing slide, right? What's some good lists for me to be pulling, right? Free government lists. How do I do that? You see that slide right there, freewholesaling.com, where it says that right there. That's how exactly I show you how to pull every single one. Hours and hours of content on that. Next, cold call the Zillow for sub owners. You guys saw what I was doing Tuesday, right? Do that. Like that's a list you can pull, right? Next, use a SAC data or listREI.com list. You pull lists like that, a vacant, pre-foreclosure, zombie property list, right? Tired landlords, the absentee owner. There's so many of these great lists on here that I teach at freewholesaling.com how to use both of these services. There's free trials to both. You can try them out, right? Pull one of those lists and go after it. Text blast that list, right? Cold call that list. There's so many ways to do it. There's a ton of other, like there's the arrest record list, the credit card debt lien list, the water shut off. Guys, I teach all the stuff at freewholesaling.com. Really, any of the other lists we recommend at freewholesaling.com, it's going to give you a lot of success. All right. So let's go to the next part here. What plan will make me $25,000? Okay. What plan can I write? What magical thing can I put pen to paper and I do that? It's going to make me 25 grand, right? I can't. Oh, it's thundering outside. Ooh. If the stream hops off because it thunders, I can just reset it. Just FYI, just give everyone the warning, but we should be fine on this one. But basically, Florida has like hurricanes for like 3 minutes. So we'll see. But guys, what plan to make you $25,000, right? Honestly, 20 leads a month should do it for most lists, right? Like if you can get 20 people saying, hey, I want to sell my house, you can pretty much convert that to 1 to 2 deals. Like really, if you get 20 people that want to sell, like qualified, like super qualified to sell with motivations and everything, you can easily make 25K a month. Like it's really 20 leads, right? But for those 20 leads, that's the least amount to make 25K a month, okay? You're going to have to follow up with every single lead 1 to 2 times a week for an appointment, right? We're going to have to follow up with every lead, all 20 of those. If we get that in a week, and then for a month, it'd be like 80 of them. We got to follow up with every single one 1 to 2 times a week for an appointment, right? We also have to pull every single week around 4 really good cash buyers. Let me repeat that. Sorry if you guys hear the thunder in the background, but basically, guys, if you want to create this actionable plan, it all comes down to that, right? Right. You got to get 20 good leads in your CRM, following up with that lead 1 to 2 times every single week. Make sure you're getting an appointment, right? And then basically you got to pull about 4 really good cash buyers. And guys, this isn't like pulling 4 cash buyers. It's 4 qualified cash buyers. Like good cash buyers. I'm ready to buy your deal. I'm okay with your title company. I'm okay with making an assignment fee. I'm okay with a $4,000 non-refundable earnest money deposit. I'm okay with all this stuff, okay? This is important. I gave you a proof of funds. It's 4 legit ones. You'll probably have to go through 20, probably 25, 30 cash buyers, quote unquote, to get through 4 really good ones, okay? Really. It's essential, guys. If you're not doing this, you're doing yourself a disservice and you're not becoming as successful and you're not doing what you deserve to do. This is this plan for success. Okay, guys? That's the plan to make $25,000. Okay? Oh, I think I did too. So this is accountability time. All right. Let's get accountable. Let's get accountable, guys and gals. All right. You're going to, if you want to, you pay me 10 grand. So I got to help you out, right? 25 people gave me 10 grand or whatever. Right? That's what I'll pretend. Okay. You have to email anyone's invited to this. Okay. Email support@flipwithrick, the subject line master plan, and send me an Excel format or a Google Docs or Word. I don't care what one. Give me your master plan to success to make $25K a month. If you're actually serious about making $25K a month, I want you tonight to create that master plan. If you email me tonight, I'm not going to, I want you to think about it. Okay. Starting Friday at 12:01, the first 25 people, if you send it to me in the next 5-6 hours, I will literally delete it. Okay. It has to be on Friday. I want you to think about this. Okay. I want you to actually think about this accountability plan. I will literally personally email you when I wake up tomorrow. I'll wake up early tomorrow and I'll go through all 25 of them with a fine-tooth comb and I will sift through it all. Okay. I will sift through the entire thing and I'll tell you, hey, this is good. This is good. This is bad. This is bad. I'm giving my word right now. I'll do it. Okay. The question is, are you going to do it? Okay. I hope 25 people out of the thousands watching will actually do this, but I think it might even be 50 or 100 that are willing to actually do this. I will personally comb through it and give you some feedback. Okay. But here's the thing. What does that master plan have to be put in it? Let's kind of break down exactly what I said, right? You're going to have to tell me these 3 things, right? You're going to have to give me your marketing plan, your acquisitions plan, and your dispositions plan. Okay. And your execution, your methods of execution, right? So let's break this down one last time. Okay. How many leads are you going to pull every single month? You got to tell me that in your marketing plan. All right. You're going to have to tell me how many leads you're going to contact every single month. So when you tell me how many leads, you're going to have to tell me which lists, right? Specific lists. Water shut off, tax delinquencies, pre-foreclosures. Am I going to, reverse draft for dollars? You got to tell me how you're going to contact these leads, right? How many yeses from all those you think you're going to put in there? Okay. Acquisitions. How many yeses are you going to convert, right? Maybe it's 50%, maybe it's 40, maybe it's 25. You should have those KPIs if you're serious about this. Okay. And your dispositions plan. You're going to have to tell me how many contracts are you going to sell for top dollar? How many qualified cash buyers you're going to put in your CRM every single week? And how many cash buyers you're going to follow up with? This is really important, guys. And you might pull 100 cash buyers. That's 100 calls every week or every month, right? That is the key to success here, guys. I don't want to really dilly-dally around this, but like if you want to send it to me, I'll look it over right now. Sorry, tomorrow. I'll look it over for you. I'll give you my honest advice. The truth is most people aren't willing to do it. Most people aren't willing to take the results. Most people aren't willing to take that action, and most people aren't going to do it. But I'm telling you, for the select few that are okay with creating that master plan, they're crazy enough for this, it's going to be nuts. I'm telling you guys right now, we're going to take some action on this plan, and we're going to do this, guys. Pull these type of lists. I gave you the plans. I told you exactly what you got to do, and that is my accountability for it. I'm telling you guys right now, this will give you success. This is the first 25 that do it. I'm telling you, guys, listen to my instructions. If you do not listen to my instructions, I will literally not look at it. Okay. If I pull it up and you don't tell me how many lists you're going to pull, I'm very specific. Guys, the more specific you are in your marketing plan, most people have to create crazy business plans to get started in business. This is going to be your quote unquote business plan. All right. You got to do all this. And if you do it, you're going to be successful. I'm telling you right now. But here's the problem. And this is the last part. I just said this at the end. This is where most people are going to send it to me. If you send me this marketing plan, this acquisitions, this master plan for your success, and you hop on a live with me, I'm going to literally pop it up on my email. I'm going to have these saved. And if I'm figuring out you're not doing it, we're going to have a problem. Okay. If you send me this, once you send it to me, you are making that commitment that you're going to do it. You're making that commitment to yourself. And if you send that to me and you're not doing that after 2 months, I'm going to have a real problem with you. Okay. You have to stay true to yourself. You have to make that promise to yourself. And it's going to help you out so much. Most wholesalers aren't willing to do it. Most wholesalers aren't going to do it. And that is a huge problem.